Today I want to talk about why most people fail to change. And it's not what you think. It's not because they are unmotivated or lazy. It's really because they don't have a deep enough why they want to achieve this goal. I work with a lot of women here in my med spa and one-on-one, and a lot of times they'll come and say, Jen, I want to lose weight, right? But you have to go deeper than that. But today we're going to change that. Today I'm going to teach you simple strategies to discovering your why, your true why, your anchor, your North Star, so that you can stay committed and on track even on busy, difficult days. So by the end of this video, you're going to have an idea. You're going to know what your why is and how you can achieve it, how you can achieve whatever it is you want to achieve by digging deep into understanding what your why is. So let's get started. So the number one thing you need to do is obviously ask yourself, what's your why? But what I challenge you to do is go deeper 5 levels. Okay, so think about, keep going deeper and deeper. Don't just say, for me, it was originally, I want to firm up. I felt like I was skinny fat, I was mushy, and I didn't like that because I was just like letting myself go. So while I looked good in clothes, I kind of just like didn't look, good, like naked. So I wanted to firm up. But when I really, really thought about it, why did I really want this? It was much deeper than that. It was really, obviously I wanted to feel better about myself, to build my confidence, but I wanted to be a good role model for my kids. I wanted to have them see me, be strong. So be able to lift weights and run and be healthy. And I wanted to also, when I dug even deeper than that, I lost my parents in a car accident, and then I realized like I don't have anyone to help me if God forbid something happens to me or my husband. There's no one there to help me that's going to be there to take care of my kids. So it really wasn't an option. I needed to be in the best, physical and mental shape that I could be. I needed to be the healthiest, strongest, best version of myself. So that was really deep. I didn't really have an option anymore. To me, I had to get in the best shape. I had to be strong physically and mentally because I didn't want to, take the chance that I wasn't going to be here for the long haul, So that's my why. So I want you to dig deep and figure out, why do you really want this? Step 2 would be making it personal and emotional. Make a connection. So for instance, for you, if you're saying, I want to lose weight, ask yourself, be very personal and emotional with it. Like, I'll ask my clients, like, why do you want to lose weight? And they'll say, oh, I just want to look better in pictures. But then why? And a lot of times they'll say, I want to lose weight so, obviously I can build my confidence, but they are actually avoiding events because they don't like the way they look. So they won't go to weddings, they won't go to different dinners with their husbands because they don't like the way that they look. So that's a huge motivator because you're avoiding social situations, right? Some of them then realize they do want to be there, a good role model for their kids. One of my clients said to me that her daughter said to her, Mom, one day I want to have grandkids. And at this point, with the way that your health is, there's no way if I have a baby that you're going to be able to get down on the floor with the baby and play with the baby and then be able to get back up. Or God forbid, have to be able to be on the ground and pick the baby up. You don't have the strength, the stamina, any of that. And I don't want that for you. So that was my client's motivator. It wasn't just I wanted to lose weight. It was because I want to be a grandma, a healthy grandma, and be able to get on the floor and roll around with my kids and play with my grandbabies and have my daughter be proud of me and be really healthy. So dig deeper as to why that you really want this. Another thing that you can do is think about what will happen if you don't achieve this goal, right? So if that client just stayed on the same path and didn't decide that she wanted to be the healthiest, strongest version of herself, what was going to happen, right? She was going to go down the same path, continue to make bad choices, continue to fuel her body with bad foods, continue to overly drink, and continue to not exercise. What is that going to look like in 3, 5, or 10 more years? If you picture that in your head, that can be a scary picture. So maybe thinking about what's going to happen if you don't make a change could be something that you think about as well. So step 3, we need to write it down. So once you have your deep why, write it down on a Post-it, keep it maybe on your mirror, keep it on your phone, share it in down below in the comments if you want, or keep it to yourself. But for you, it should be, right in front of you all the time to just help you keep it top of mind so that when you have a bad day, you remember like why you're really doing this until it's really, really ingrained. Now I don't need to post it or have it on my window or my mirror because it's part of me. It's who I am because I want to be strong and healthy for my kids. I don't need to have a reminder. So on the tough days, because I've been consistently working at it, I don't need to have that reminder. But sometimes in the beginning, it's helpful to help you when you're having, it's going to be hard in the beginning, to have that right in front of you will help you stay on track. Obviously, part of step 4, which is using your why as your anchor. So using it as your North Star to guide you. So when you have it posted in front of you or when it's top of mind, it's your anchor, it's your North Star to getting to where you want to go, keeping it top of mind. Use it as your anchor in those tough days, your North Star in those tough days when you want to maybe stop. Remember why you started. It's the start that stops most people. It's just important to start and go on your path, know your why, but it has to be a deep, deep why. So for today, I challenge you to find your why, find your deep why, go deep. So if you're here with me on the 30-day challenge, I'm so excited that you're here on this journey to becoming the best, strongest versions of ourselves, to becoming a new person. So I will see you tomorrow.